This is the continuation of the discussion. Media and Information Literacy, or MIL, it is a combination of knowledge, attitudes, skills, and practices required to access, analyze, evaluate, use, produce, and communicate information and knowledge in creative, legal, and ethical ways that respect human rights by Moscow Declaration on Media and Information Literacy 2012. So MIL, it is needed to know when and what information is needed, where and how to obtain that information, how to evaluate it critically and organize in it once it is found, and how to use it in an ethical way. So, according to the UNESCO defines it is the set of competencies to search, critically evaluate, use, and contribute information and media content wisely. The knowledge of one's rights online, refraining from cyberbullying, understanding related ethical issues, and engaging with media and ICTs to promote equality, free expression, intercultural or interreligious dialogue, peace, and etc. UNESCO 2016. So it is provides and understand media, the role of media in our society, critical thinking, analysis, self-expression, and creativity. Aspect of MIL. According to Renick and Lublinsky 2015, MIL is the optimal outcome of media, information and communication technology, or ICT, education along three aspects: technical skills, critical attitudes, and facts about media and ICT. Technical skills involve ability to access and use computers, mobile, and other technical devices that offer media and information content. So, UNESCO 2011 MIL curriculum delves on accessing information effectively and efficiently as an aspect put into practice. So, the three aspects of MIL is the first is technical skills. So, technical skills are the specialized knowledge and expertise required to perform specific tasks and use specific tools and programs in real world situations. So next is critical attitudes. The critical attitudes means requiring or inquiring rather active state of mind and adapted by social agents as users of a language. And facts about media and ICT, the integration of telecommunication and computers. According to Bach 1996, included compositional skills in his media competence model that involves creating new kinds of media content, encouraging self-determination, and increasing individuals' chances for participation. MIL also involves performative aspect that entails the competence to do rather than just to know certain things. So according to Bach, this is included, MIL is included compositional skills because compositional skills, the ability to organize and under, uh, understand, to produce an effect, for example, storytelling, compelling lecture, or blog post display. So, according to Moeller 2009, summarized the facets of MIL from the user perspective, emphasizing media consumers in identifying news and understanding media's role in shaping the global issues. So it is MIL is it is the how to emphasize media consumers and to identify the news and understand also the role of medias in shaping the global issues. Norbert Groyben 2002 pointed out the importance of knowledge of the inner working or context, routines, contents. and the effects of media. Fostering certain attitude toward media and other information sources involves both being critical on the negative impact of media and defending it against sources of influence. So, according to Norbert Griffin 2011, it's pointed out the importance of media. What is the effects to us? What is the certain attitudes toward media, and they have a negative impact of media, and it is depending of the against sources of information. So we have seven dimensional media and information literacy. Shapiro and Hughes 1996 identified the seven dimensions of media information literacy. Number one, tool literacy. This is the ability to understand and use practical and conceptual tools of current information technology, including software, hardware, and multimedia that are relevant to education and the areas of work and professional life. So tool literacy is the ability to understand and use practical that is including the software, hardware, and multimedia that is related for educational and also the in professional life. Number two, resource literacy. This is the ability to understand the form, format, location, and access methods of information resources. So resource literacy is the ability to understand the format of the information, the location of the information, and also how the form of information that is being 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 one of the sources of that information. Number three, social structural literacy. This is knowing how information is socially situated and produced, fits into the life of groups and about the institution and social networks. So social structural literacy is knowing how information is situated socially, which is the that information is being in our society. So number four, research literacy. It is the ability to understand, use IT-based tools relevant to the work of researchers and scholars that include computer software for quantitative analysis, qualitative analysis, and simulation. So in the research literacy is, for example of that is, if we are going to make a research paper, which is the researchers and scholars they are use computer software for quantitative analysis, qualitative analysis, and simulation. So number six, publishing literacy is the ability to format and publish research and ideas electronically in textual and multimedia forms. So using multimedia forms, you can publish your works in research in research. So number six, emerging technology literacy. It is the ability to adapt, to understand, evaluate, and use emerging innovation in information technology. So emerging from the word emerging, so you need to emerge that information, that innovation information, and and you can evaluate and understand the information, the information. And lastly, critical literacy. It is the ability to evaluate critically the intellectual, human, and social strengths and weaknesses, potentials and limits, benefits, and costs of information technology. From the word critical, so you should you should use our critical thinking to evaluate the intellectual, the human, and social strengths and weaknesses. So it is also limits, benefits, and costs of information technology using media and information literacy. Now let's proceed to the advantages of media. So number one, Media educate people on health matters, environmental conservation, and others through various forms. So it is advantage. This is advantages of media. So media is educate people by know the update or update through social through using social media. So we can see the different news from the media. Number two, people get the latest world news in a very short time, regardless of distance. So using your phone or chat your gadgets, it is this is help to us to get the latest new world news in very short using the media. Number three, people can bring out their hidden talents in the multimedia and visual arts, comedy, acting, dancing, and singing. So, like now, we are in we have many talents that can be show using social media like TikTok, vlog, what else that your hidden talents is your your hidden talents is sharing you from the other people. So number four, media increase knowledge learned from quiz programs, educational shows, and other information giving programs. So it is advantages to us because many of application that is for educational purpose like puzzle for pick one word and etc. People feel convenient in accessing information through mobile phones. So when like us like people feel convenient in accessing because we can search in internet what we want to know or what we want to search from internet. So we have to hindi na tayo magka ano we feel convenient. So by accessing information through mobile phones like searching to the internet. So many of the information we can get it from it. Next is they become a vehicle in promoting products toward increased sales. So using media, we can promote our products by using like they become a vehicle in promoting products. So we can promote our products by using social media by posting or making an advertisement. So number seven, they serve as good source of entertainment. For example of this, like we can watch movie or videos in Facebook or Facebook, YouTube, and etc. Televisions allow electronic duplication of information that reduces mass education costing. So in we can reduce mass education. We can reduce because we can in using television we can we can see the different movies what we want. Number nine, media lead to the diffusion of diverse cultures and cultural practices. So it leads the diffusion of diverse culture and cultural practices. Number 10, they help people around the world understand each other and respect differences. So kadalasan naman karon like sa mga magpamilya is magkuan sila long distance like that. Then they both understand each other well we can understand what the differences between. So next is disadvantages of media. They lead to individualism, spending too much time on the internet and watching television usually impedes socialization with friends, family, and others. So, like now, the um, the the young uh, ang mga bata karon is nag bali ilang time mas ginatagaan nilang time ang social media kaysa sa mga other thing nga dili naman dili naman kanang they spending too much time on using social media by like playing Mobile Legend. So, number two, some media contents are not suitable for children. So, this is disadvantage because the other contents is not suitable for children like SPG rather, SPG. Next is a newspaper is geographically selective. It is the newspaper selective because it is we can select it is selective because the newspaper is kanang selective siya kay ang ubang mga newspaper is sa gawas dili in our society, our local or society or in community. Next is the increase in advertisements in television and radio makes them less attractive. So less attractive ang kung daghan mga in one in one product, kung daghan niyang advertisement, so maka less attractive siya kay lahi-lahi ang nag other ang tao lahi ang tao nga nag-advertise dili kumpara sa tong una gyud nga gi-advertise nga sila gyud ang kuan. So the internet can be possible way for scams, fraud and hacking. So kadalasan jud karon sa atong kuan daghan kay mga scams mapa kuan man na siya sa man na siya scams, fraud, and hacking. So number 6, media can be addictive that may result in people's decreased productivity. So ang media maka-addict jud ni siya samot na sa atong mga kabatan-unan na hilig og kanang dula-dula sa mga like Mobile Legend ana. So it is decrease productivity. Next is they can cause health hazards such as radiation effects, poor eyesight, hearing defects, and others. So, agis it is also cause health hazards kay kanang ang radiation nga mo kuan sa atong mata. So, atong mata madaot dyan ang agis sa radiation. So, next is they may induce drugs and alcohol use. They can lead to personal injury by imitating the stunts showcased in media. They can ruin reputation through an anonymous account, malicious scandals, false accusations, and rumors. So, karon daghan namang mga scandals nagkalat. So, naka disadvantage siya media. Daghan kay mga viral mga kuan lang, mga nonsense ra bitaw nga mga information nga dili na dapat to siya makuan kita sa mga bata. So, next is integrating media literacy in the curriculum. Although media literacy is now part of the curricula, it is confronted with a variety of factors such as limited access to equipment, teachers' lack of confidence with the material, and perception of media education as just an accessory to the curriculum. According to Lynch 2018, present 6 ways to integrate media literacy into the classroom for students to become media literate while making media education a meaningful and integrated part of classroom practice. So, integrating media literacy in the curriculum it is confronted with a variety of factors, and it is limited access to equipment. So sa 21st century kadalasan man dyan, at ang atong gikuanan ron gi-practice is kanang using new literacy like karon nga more on kuan naman ta, more on technology. So pwede tanang mga kuan nato, tanang mga gamuonon nato is pwede nato ma-apply na dayon ang kuan ang mga new literacy, mga technology like karon pwede na sa una kay ang atong ginagamit diba traditional pa kanang blackboard pa atong gigamit karon pwede na maggamit og technology like kanang TV nga pwede na pud ta maka PowerPoint dito, maka screen record screening mirroring. So number one, teach students to evaluate media. So the student should should to evaluate or so students should to evaluate media. So students learn to evaluate what they are viewing by showing them that media changes depending on who created it, the intended audience, and the biases that may be contributed to the sources. Student kailangan jud nila evaluate ang media what they are viewing by showing them that media changes depending on who created. Number two, show students where to find digital resources and the databases. Teachers should provide students with reliable and safe media sources and trustworthy content. So, show students where to find digital resources and databases. So, to provide students with reliable and safe media sources and trustworthy content. So, hatagan sila og mga sources nga reliable and safe media sources nga imagine to impact sa ilang research or kanang ilang information kung suitable ba ilang gikuha nga information. Compare and contrast various media sources. From the word compare and contrast, so ilang i-differentiate unsa man tong mga various media sources or ang mga elements ato. Number 4, discuss how the media edits and alters purposely pointed out to students examples of media altering photographs or stories while teaching them to be critical of what they see or read at face value. So, discuss the media edits and alters, that is, point out to students examples of media altering photographs or stories. Next, number 5 is examine the truth in advertisement. So, di ba ang advertisements, ila dyan ang gina-examine o gina-experiment o ginapagamit sa laing tawo para makitaan kung unsay result atong ilang products. Let students identify what advertisement are trying to sell and what promises or ideas are they using to convince them to buy the product. O mana to, they are using to convince them to buy the product by kanang na sila ginapagamit ato sa katawo nga mga pud ilang ginabasihan o gina-eksperimentuhan kung ni-effect ba ilang product to convince the consumers. So last is have students create media. Let students create media appropriate to their level such as presentation, videos, or websites. So karon we are convincing to create media like presentations, like when you are going to demo teach, you can use PowerPoint presentations. Then if then kanang like sa PE nga presentation kanang videos pwede pud na siya, then and also websites. And that's all. Thank you.